Hi, so I am usually on here posting cooking videos, but since we are in crazy times right now, I figured it'd be a good time to do something different. So hello, if you don't know me, my name is Maggie, and right now, if you're watching this in real time, we are dealing with the coronavirus crisis. So I reside in California, and we are currently on lockdown, so not supposed to be leaving our house, supposed to be stocked up on food and water. And a lot of us, myself included, are completely out of work. So I've lost all three of my jobs. So I work at a restaurant as a server. I also am a yoga teacher and a personal trainer. And so as of right now, until further notice, I have zero income coming in. And so I was like, you know what? I want to do something different. I want to go on YouTube and post a yoga flow video. So today I'll be taking you through a power flow, I think about 45 minutes of yoga, just something to get the body moving, a little at-home workout that you can do to keep your joints feeling good, your body feeling good, and hopefully take your mind off of some stress that's going on. Because I know lately I've been pretty stressed, and I'm just trying to find ways to be grateful and stay nice and grounded and continue to move. And even though I don't have a gym or a yoga studio to go to, getting my workouts at home. So anyway, we will go ahead and get started with this yoga flow. So let's begin today in child's pose. So sit the hips back towards the heels, walk the hands forward, and melt the forehead into the mat. And really reach through the fingers, feel the shoulder blades separate, and then we'll just start to check in. So do a full body scan here. Scan yourself from fingers all the way to toes. And just notice any areas of tension or tightness in the body. And see if you can start to send some breath to those areas of tension or tightness. And begin to just notice without judgment how your body feels. And send some breath to the areas that might need a little extra love. And as we start to check in, noticing this tension in the body, we'll also start to take notice of our breath. So, is it choppy? Is it rushed or hurried? And again, noticing without judgment what the breath is doing. And now that we've built a little more awareness in our breath, in our body, we'll start to deepen out the breath. So maybe take a moment to reach the fingers forward a little more and sit those heels back, or glutes rather, towards the heels, feeling a lot of length in the spine. And now we'll just start to deepen the breath. So every inhale, filling up the belly fully, filling up deeply, feeling the back body expand. And every exhale, letting everything go, feeling nice and empty. Deep, full inhales. Nice, emptying exhales. And using our breath today to anchor us back into the present moment, trying not to stress, but just being here on our mat, breathing. So a few more deep breaths in this pose. And every time you fill up, it's like you're filling up every little space in your body, even the crown of your head, your big toe, every little space. And on your next inhale, let's shift forward to tabletop. So stacking shoulders over wrists, stacking hips over knees, and we'll start with a nice neutral spine. So top of the head is pointing forward, feeling those natural curves of the spine. And now that we're nice and neutral, fingers spread nice and wide. On an inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your chin. And exhale, chin to chest, round like that little Halloween cat. So moving through cat-cow with our breath. So inhaling, dropping belly, shining heart forward. exhaling, round, tuck, and curl. Push the earth away strong. Inhale. Feel that dip of the belly. And exhale, round like that Halloween cat. Continue to move with your own breath. So inhale and exhale. Always inviting in those little wiggles, those little movements that your body might be calling for. And we'll all meet in neutral tabletop, making sure once again we're stacked up, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and tops of the feet pressing on top of the mat. And then on an inhale, sweep open with the right arm. So sweep open, take up space, reach your fingers long, and exhale, thread the needle. Right arm goes under left arm, landing on our right temple. Walking our left hand towards the top edge of the mat, and hopefully finding a nice, juicy shoulder stretch. And we'll breathe here, feeling some space in that shoulder blade, but still maintaining length in the spine and trying to keep our hips stacked up over our knees. Let's walk that left hand back by our face, and then inhale, unwind the way we came. Sweep the right arm open, reach towards the sky, and exhale it back down. Other side, inhale, left arm sweeps open, shine that heart towards the side, and then exhale, thread the needle, left arm comes behind right, left temple lands on the mat, and then we walk that right arm towards the top edge of the mat. And breathing here, breathing into areas of tension or tightness, being present on our mat. Hopefully getting that nice shoulder stretch. And let's unwind. So walk that right arm back towards the face, and then inhale the left arm open, and exhale it back down. And from here, we'll move into puppy dog pose. So maybe make sure you've got some real estate in front of you, and then keeping the hips high over the knees, we're gonna walk the hands forward and open up the chest, open up the shoulders. So if you have the space, chin can come on the mat, or forehead, whatever is in your body. Always modifying this practice as needed, of course. And nice and gentle, we'll start to come back to tabletop. From here, walk your hands one handprint forward, untuck your toes, and with a nice strong core, lift your hips up and back to downward dog. So spreading those fingers nice and wide. For me, I bend the knees a lot because I have a tight low back. And slightly engaging our back muscles, so dropping shoulders away from the ears. And we'll start to pedal out our dog. Bend one knee, bend the other. Always inviting in those little movements. And continuing to stay with our breath. Nice, deep breaths. And we'll find some stillness in our down dog. Feet are hip distance apart. Hands are pushed down nice and firm. On an inhale, gaze forward towards your hands, and then exhale, slowly make your way to the top of the mat, landing in a forward fold. So feet are hip distance apart, and then bend the knees a lot. It's our first forward fold. And then grab for opposite elbows, turning this into ragdoll pose. And let the top of the head melt towards the floor, and maybe find a gentle sway side to side. Trying to rest our stomach on our thighs. And breathing deeply here, getting a nice release in the low back. Maybe we shake the head out, yes. Maybe shake it, no. but always coming back to yes. And we'll find some stillness for a breath. And then on an exhale, let your fingertips find the floor, and then we'll inhale to a halfway lift. So tabletop the spine, and you can keep the legs straight or bend the knees if it means finding a little bit more of a flat low back. Top of the head reaches forward. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead, Utthita Hastasana. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up overhead, Utthita Hastasana. And exhale, ride it back down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, palms to heart center. And perhaps we pause here to set ourselves an intention, maybe for the day, for the week, just for the practice, totally up to you. But maybe it is, I am safe, I am healthy, I welcome change and growth. So find something that resonates with you, and we'll seal it in. So take a big full breath in, and open mouth exhale, sigh it out. So on an inhale, arms up overhead, and exhale, forward fold. We'll do that one more time. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead, and exhale, forward fold. And this time, plant the hands and step back to high plank. So feeling nice and strong in our high plank, spread the fingers. Drop the tailbone down so you have one long line of energy from the heels out to the crown of the head. Our core is nice and engaged here, and we'll take a few breaths just starting to fire up. You can always shift back and forth onto your tippy toes or drop down to your knees if this is a bit much. So on an inhale, let's all shift forward 1 inch. And exhale to a Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips up and back to downward facing dog. And on an inhale, sweep the right leg up and back for a three-legged dog. And then drop the right heel towards the right glute. And then just start to draw a few circles. 3 one way. And then 3 the other way, nice big circles, opening up the hip joint. And once again, right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And then on an exhale, bring the foot between the hands and pause in mid-lunge. So make sure right knee is stacked over right ankle, engage the back leg, and on a strong inhale, crescent lunge. And exhale back down. Frame the front foot, step back to high plank, and move through a chaturanga into upward facing dog. Moving with your own pace of breath here. And meet me in downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, left leg up and back, three-legged dog. And then drop that left heel towards that left glute. Open up the hips so they're stacked on top of each other. And just start to draw a couple circles, opening up that hip joint, and then reverse directions. And re-straighten that left leg, three-legged dog. And then exhale, bring that foot between the hands, pausing in mid-lunge. And then a strong inhale up to high crescent. And exhale right back down. Frame that front foot, step back, and move through a vinyasa. Always moving slow and gentle, like we're moving through honey, and moving with breath. Inhale the right leg up and back for three-legged dog. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog.
Exhale, right knee, left tricep, use your core. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, plant the foot between the hands, and we'll pause in that mid-lunge. And then once we have that strong alignment, inhale, sweep the right arm open for simple twist. So right arm is up, we're revolving the heart open towards the side, engage that back leg, and come back to your strong breath here. Couple more breaths. Really enjoying that stretch. And always drop down onto that back knee. And an exhale brings that top arm down. And then inhale up to high crescent. And drop the shoulders away from the ears. Sink deep into your lunge. Bring your shoulders over your hips. Nice and strong here. And then an exhale, sweep the right arm open towards the side. And re-sink into your lunge. Nice and strong, arms are out to a T. And an inhale, bring the arms back up. And exhale, float those arms down, bring that front foot, and step back to high plank, and move through that vinyasa flow. And once we're back in down dog, sweep the left leg up and back for three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, bring that left foot between the hands. Pause in that mid-lunge. Stack that knee over your ankle. And then inhale, left arm sweeps open. Simple twist. Really revolve that heart open towards the side. Re-engage that back leg. And breathe strong. Gaze can come to the sky. Or neck can stay neutral. Up to you. But hopefully enjoying that nice stretch. Stretching and strengthening as we move through these postures. And an exhale, float that top arm down. And inhale up to high crescent. Sink deep into your lunge, engage that back leg, soften those shoulders away from the ears. And then on an exhale, open twist towards the left. Sweep that left arm back. Shoulders stay over the hips, but heart is revolving open towards the side. Keep those arms reaching out to the sides. Couple breaths here. Nice and strong. And inhale, back to crescent. And exhale, float those arms down. Step back to high plank and move through your vinyasa flow. Starting to build some heat. And meet me in downward facing dog. On an inhale, right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left tricep, and pause. Then straighten out the right leg. Open up, fallen star. So left arm lifts. Hips lift up to the sky. And again, heart is really revolving open towards the sky. Strong breaths here. Taking up space, enjoying these beautiful shapes that we're making. Exhale, float that top arm down. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts. And exhale, foot comes between the hands. Pause in that mid-lunge. And then once you have that strong alignment, arms come up overhead for high crescent. Sink deep into your lunge. Firm up that back leg. Soften shoulders away from the ears. And then on an exhale, burst open to warrior two. Front heel aligns with back arch. Shoulders are over our hips, but soft away from our ears. Sink deep into your lunge so you have a nice 90-degree bend in that front knee. Gaze comes over that front middle finger. And breathe strong here. Channel your inner warrior. We are all fighting warriors, fighting through this hard time, just fighting through life, whatever challenges that come our way. We got this. Couple more breaths here. Really enjoying that nice hip opening. On an inhale, shift all the way forward and exhale, extended side angle. So right elbow can come to that right knee, encouraging that hip open. Heart is revolving towards the side. And we have a long line of energy from our back foot all the way out to our top arm. But soften that top shoulder away from your ear. Refirm up the knife edge of your back foot and breathe strong here. Gaze can come to the sky. And on your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Left hand finds the back of that left thigh. Legs stay the same. If anything, sink deeper into that lunge. And again, gaze to sky, really firing up that front leg. 2 more breaths. Stay strong. And on an exhale, windmill the arms all the way down to the mat, framing that front foot, and then step back, high plank, and move through your chaturanga, your vinyasa flow, breath to movement, meeting me in downward facing dog. All right, on an inhale, sweep the left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, use your core. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, pause, and then fallen star. Straighten out that left leg, come up onto your left hand, and right arm reaches towards the sky. Nice and strong. Lift those hips up high. Open your heart up, and breathe. Couple more breaths. Stay strong. Stay with your yoga breath here. And exhale, float that top arm down and lift the left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. And exhale, bring the left foot between the hands, pause in that mid-lunge, and then once you have that strong alignment, sweep up high crescent, sink into your lunge, engage the back leg, and then open up warrior two. Starting again from the ground up. So front heel is aligned with back arch. Shoulders are over our hips. Front knee. Nice deep bend in that front knee. Couple strong breaths in our strong warrior pose. Come back to your intention. Breathe strong. On an inhale, shift forward, and exhale, find an extended side angle. So sink back into your lunge, revolve that heart open, soften that top shoulder, firm up the knife edge of your back foot, and breathe here. Focusing on just our breath, just our postures. Be here on the mat right now. And inhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand finds that back thigh. Keep the lunge if you can. Strengthening that front leg. Stay for 2 more breaths. And exhale, windmill the hands down, frame that front foot. Step the back foot in, forward fold. We'll inhale to a halfway lift, flatten out the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit the hips back. Drop shoulders away from the ears. Reach the hands out long so your biceps are by your ears. Spread the fingers wide. Feet can be hip distance or big toes touch with a little bit of space between the heels. and breathe strong here. On your next exhale, chair plank. Legs stay the same, but arms sweep back, spreading fingers wide. Sit those hips back nice and far and engage your triceps. So lift the arms 1 inch higher. Nice and strong here. Engage your core. 2 more breaths. And on an inhale, root to rise, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Returning home. Take a few breaths here. Feel your heartbeat. We are alive and well. Come back to that intention. On an inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to high plank, and move through a vinyasa flow or meet me straight in downward facing dog. Nice and fluid, moving with breath. So from downward dog, we'll reconnect with our breath. So maybe take a few big inhales through the nose. Open mouth exhale, sigh it out. Big inhale through the nose. Open mouth exhale. One more. Open mouth. So on your next inhale, lift the right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, foot comes between the hands, mid-lunge. Inhale, simple twist, sweep the right arm open, engage that back leg. And then exhale, float that top arm down. Inhale brings us up to high crescent, nice and strong. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, come back to warrior 2. Inhale, straighten out the front leg. And exhale, triangle pose. Nice and strong here. We'll stay for 1 strong breath. Really use the obliques, use the core. And then like someone's helping you up, on an inhale, arms back to a T. And then exhale, burst open, star pose. Heels in, toes out. Take up space, arch back. And then exhale, horse squat. Get low in the hips. Nice and strong here. Inhale, burst open, star pose. Exhale, horse squat. Get low. 1 more. Inhale, burst open. Exhale, horse squat, and pause. Maybe sit a little lower. It's like our back is up against a wall. Engage that core. And then let's lift up the right heel and we'll pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the right heel, lift up the left and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that heel. If you're up for the challenge, you can lift both heels or heels stay down. If you're shaking, that's okay. And we'll pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower heels down, burst open star. And then exhale, float those arms all the way down. Pivot the feet forward and then hop that back leg in, landing in forward fold. Inhale lifts us halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Biceps by the ears, sit low. Lift your toes off of the earth and maybe sit the weight back into your heels. Feeling nice and strong here. And then from here, sparrow pose. Lift up on the tippy toes, sweep the arms back. Couple breaths here, really strengthening those legs. You got this. If you're shaking, that's okay. Inhale, stand all the way up, root to rise. Exhale, melt the hands through heart center. Take a couple breaths here, returning home again. Reconnect with breath. All right, inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifts us halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to high plank, and either meet me straight in down dog or move through a vinyasa flow. Still moving with breath, staying connected to our strong yoga breath. On an inhale, bring the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that left foot between the hands. Pause in mid-lunge. And on a strong inhale, sweep up to high crescent. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten out the front leg, triangle pose. Bump those hips back. Use your strong core here. We'll stay for a few breaths in this triangle pose. Really focusing on strengthening our obliques. Imagining we're in between two panes of glass here, so we're nice and flat. Nice and strong. And then like someone's helping you up, arms back to T. And this time, pivot that front foot in. And we will exhale to a Pasarita, forward fold. So in your forward fold, making sure that our spine stays flat. We can shift our weight forward into the ball mounds of our feet. And then with that good alignment in the spine, start to melt the top of the head towards the earth. Finding that nice hamstring stretch. Fingers can come right beneath the face. You can grab for opposite ankles or walk the hands towards the back of the mat. Totally your choice here. Breathe strong. On an inhale, lift up halfway, and then exhale, crawl your way towards the top of the mat, pivoting feet forward, and bump the back leg in, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, chair pose. Last time we're here today, then cool it way down. Exhale for sparrow. Lift up on those tippy toes. Sit the hips low. Engage the arms. Spread those fingers wide. Couple breaths here. Inhale, drop the heels. Stand all the way up. Exhale, melt the hands towards heart center. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, swan dive forward. Inhale lifts us halfway. And then exhale, come up onto your tippy toes, tent the fingers, lift up off your heels, tuck chin to chest. Couple breaths here, finding some space in the vertebrae. Starting to slow the heart rate down. And then when you're ready, as gracefully as possible, making our way onto our sit bones. Feet can come a little bit forward, but planted down on the mat. And nice and gently, making our way all the way onto our backs here. Nice and slow, challenge that core. And once we're on our backs, you can walk the heels a little closer towards the glutes, making sure our shoulder blades are pressed firm into the mat, and feet can be hip distance. And we'll inhale for a bridge pose. So as slow as possible, peeling the hips up towards the sky. And then you can clasp the hands together underneath you and walk a little higher up off of those shoulder blades. Push the hips up high, but not letting the knees splay out. And breathe here, stretching the front of those hip flexors. And then on an exhale, unclasp the hands and slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. from here, hug knees into chest, and then you can grab for the inside or the outside edges of the feet, finding a happy baby. Maybe a gentle little rock side to side. You can always grab for thighs or shins, but trying to keep the spine as flat on the mat as possible. And we'll take a few breaths here. Nice and slow. Hug both knees into chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And then let's let the left leg come long. And hug that right knee into the chest. Flex both feet. And then drop the right knee towards the right armpit for wind removing pose. Squeeze it in nice and tight. And then bring that right knee across the body over towards the left. Getting that nice supine twist. Arms can be out to a T or in a goalpost, and then gaze comes to the right. But trying to keep that right shoulder blade on the mat. But from here, just focusing on wringing out the spine nice and gently like a washcloth. Enjoying the twist. We'll stay for 5 breaths. And then let's gently come back through center. Bring the right leg next to the left. Let them both be long for a moment. And then we'll hug both knees into chest. And then let the right leg come long, keeping both feet flexed. Hug the left knee into the chest. And then drop the left knee towards that left armpit. Squeeze it in tight. Wind removing pose. And then fold that left knee across the body towards the right. Arms can be out to that T or goalpost again. Gaze comes left, wringing out the spine. Breathing here. Nice and slow and gentle. We'll unwind. Left leg can come long, evening out that spine. And then bring both knees into chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Bring forehead to knees. Squeeze yourself in tight. And then take a big, full inhale, filling all the way up. And exhale to your Shavasana. So feet splay out wide. Palms face up towards the sky. Maybe you rock your head gently side to side, finding that perfect resting place. Grabbing anything you may need for your final meditation, but closing the eyes and letting go. Well-deserved rest. Finding some stillness. Letting everything melt away. And let's slowly start to reawaken. So start by wiggling fingers, wiggling your toes, maybe rolling out the ankles, rolling out the wrists. Coming back to our breath, starting to deepen breath. And then eventually giving ourselves that nice good morning stretch. So full body stretch, arms overhead, point the toes, reach through the fingers. And then eventually making our way into fetal pose on our favorite side, resting head on bicep. Taking a moment here, pausing in fetal pose to soak up all benefits of our practice. Taking a moment to acknowledge the significance of this pose, rebirth, starting fresh. And then eventually, when you are ready, pushing your way up to a cross-legged seat, lengthening the spine when we arrive here, sitting up nice and tall, and uniting the palms together at heart center, bowing the chin, and just taking a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for our health, being able to move, grateful for our homes, our bodies, our family, our loved ones, grateful for this yoga practice. From my heart to yours, namaste. And thank you so much for practicing with me today. And everyone just stay safe in these crazy times and try to get some movement in at home, wherever you can. But continue to move, and I will see you next time. Bye.